Good morning, this is Uma from A Sense of Uma, and I'm here to show you week 3 of the Wildlife Wonder Coffee card. And this week we're going to make more of a bluey theme and have a little go using this wolf guy. Obviously you can use the bear if you want. You've got that chance with your stamp set, or even the owl, and you can use whatever greetings you want. I'm going to have a bit of an experiment. So what you'll have in your pack is you've already got your stamps and the early espresso and some linen thread. You'll have a little tree and your quarter pack of Beauty of the Earth papers. You'll have this cool little blue piece here. Dark blue card blank, a brown mat, and some white stamping paper right here. Stamping card, I should say. It's thin, basic white. So we'll get and also oh gosh, I've got a bit of purple hair there. Also got some, put 3 little bonus gems in your pack as well. This is my full pack. Well, when I say full pack, my well-used pack here. So should we get started? So first of all, I'm going to get stamping so the stamp gets dry. And for this one, what I thought is most people have a black ink pad as well. So I'm going to show you a black oh, pardon me, I just realised I haven't cut out the fox. So let me show you. I'm going to use my paper snips to do. Let me just show you what I do when I'm mounting my stamps. I actually cut a bit closer to the edge right here, and this will give me a little bit of non-sticky bit at the edge, which makes it easy to get the stamp off, because this clingy stuff is very, very clingy. There we go. Now, it's a good chance to show you my methods. And then I'll place it on here and match it up. And then I'll take half the backing off. Can you see what I'm doing? Yes, you can. Put it down, and then the other half comes off, like so. Voila. And, oh, just realised he's a little bit wonky. That's what happens when you do things on live. So you've got this little border where there isn't a sticky, so you've got more chance of peeling it off your stamp block, because these bits are very sticky. I don't know if you've had much experience with it, but they're very sticky. So I've got my fox, and I'm going to stamp 2. One of them's going to have sending birthday wishes, and I'm going for a more wording one here. So maybe, I told you they were sticky. For all the great things you do. And no, actually, what I'll do, I want one you can kind of cut apart a bit more easily. So I'm going to do You Mean So Much to Me, because I'm going to show. You don't necessarily have to stamp onto a die cut. What you can do is just snip out the words. So these are one of my favourite things about Stampin' Up. It's got lots of different size blocks. I think that one can go for maybe this size block right here. Oh, that would go sideways, so I think I'll go that way. And then this little fella's actually perfect size for this one. So let me do my early espresso one. as I usually say with my card kits, your basics are you need your paper snips and your and some scissors. Now let me start on this little wolf down. Both fingers either side to steady it, and then press down all over, and there you go, beautiful wolf. And then I'm going to do sending birthday wishes for the sort of browner version. Be careful not to rock your block. That turned out okay. And this one doesn't have to be the straightest. And now I'm going to do one that's black. Oh dear, I've just got ink all over me. It's a bit of a disaster, isn't it? I really need something like emergency wipes, don't I, for when I do that. It's better than the time I cut myself using my paper trimmer somehow. Just going to use my scrub to get the dark ink off, and I'm going to try and do my hands at the same time. Ooh. And then my black version as well. I'll just show you my stamping again. So I'm checking to make sure it's fully covered all the way, because these are cling stamps. You don't need a bit of padding underneath when you're stamping on it. So it's up to you whether you want to do one with black or one with the Early Espresso ink that comes in the kit. Black is a handy one because it just goes with so many things. Right, now go and put these ink stamps somewhere safe so I don't drop my ink pads on. I'll put these aside for a little bit to dry, but there you go. It's the brown one, and that's your black one. And there you go. So this little tree, I made that from the blue foil that you can get with the Waves of the Oceans collection, and the little trees from the Mountain Air dies. Can you see it there? Oh, sorry, Majestic Mountain dies. The stamp set that goes with it is called Mountain Air. Sorry, that was me. So for the brown version, which I thought you'd probably likely go for because that's the ink pad that I supplied, you've got your card base and your tree, and then what I do is get this piece of paper. So you'll have half a sheet of this one because the quarter pack comes with your kit. I think, and you can choose whether you want a lighter version if you cut from this section here, or a darker version. I'm going to go with the darker version. I'm just going to flip it over. So this will be 9.5 centimeters wide by 13.8. I really, really love that piece of paper. So these papers are retiring on May the 2nd, because they're not in the new annual catalogues, which is released on May the 3rd. So if you want some more, I'll get in while you've got a chance. So with these, grab some glue on there. There we go. I'm going to put a bit more on the edges actually. I've got that blob there I can use to a bit closer to the edges. As you can see, I don't put that much glue on. It's going to go there. go down here. I love that little touch of brown actually. It seems to go really well with the Misty Moonlight and the blue. The card base is Misty Moonlight, which is another thing that's retiring. I'm just going to do... I like to do mine in threes when I'm wrapping around my linen thread. It's up to you how sparing you want to be. And with this one, I'm gonna tie it. I think I'll tie it at the front. What do you think? A little bow at the front. So maybe on the next one I'll try. 1, 2, 3. I just like that sort of earthy feel the linen thread provides. And I'll really tighten it up this time so I don't end up, sometimes you get a little kink like that one, can you see? But if you tighten up here, you're generally okay. It's gone a bit wonky. Straighten up there. And just tie it at the back, like so. Snipping off with my ribbon scissors. There we go, looking perfect. I think this one just lends itself to having more things at the bottom. That's ready. And you've got, I just thought a bit of blue foil over a blue background would look pretty good. And now, because we're doing the brown version, a bit of fuzzy cutting here. So yeah, I tend to rotate the card whilst cutting in the same direction. Can you see what I mean here? Yeah. Gosh, it's strange doing this without reading all the Facebook comments and things. So I don't know if you can't keep up. What I'm gonna try and do with these is the simpler cards. So what I'm gonna do is make sort of 2 versions, and that'll fill up the half hour bit. But yeah, you can do whatever you want. And now this requires a bit of bravery. That's what I do. So just snip quite carefully around the words. In fact, for this one, you can do a bit of fussing around the words. There's a new bundle in the new annual catalogue with dies that do this for you. So yeah, you'd have to be very careful lining your dies though. But I'm still getting it because I do love a bit of fussy cutting around words. It just makes it look a bit more magical. I don't know. I think people are looking forward to that bundle because they can't be bothered fussing cutting around the words. I think that's probably one of the I like adding this touch to my cards, but you wouldn't want to do it for sort of 10 cards, would you? Get fed up. And that's the reason I don't produce 10 of the same card, and well, one of the reasons I wouldn't really be selling my cards. So this one could go underneath, like so. And you'd have that little guy there. I think that's the only way it would go. I kind of feel that, obviously it's artistic direction, I'm going to actually snip this apart and break it a little, and that'll give me a bit of time and sort of a bit more creativity to how I can put them together. No, it doesn't have to be perfect, because actually the more closer it is to the actual words, the more you can get away with a bit of lopsidedness. I think that tree looks great there. And then you can just arrange these words around your cluster of images, like so, and they do look connected. You can try with the longer way, but I just thought, now we're doing a bit of fussy cutting, because these stamps don't come with dies. I thought we'd have a bit more of a bash at where we're putting things. So now it's time for gluing, and I feel like I want to push this down a bit further. Oh, we're on 16 minutes, let's get going. Now let's get that little blood. Sometimes I just use it to do that. Oh, I'm liking that combination of early espresso and misty moonlight. Just seeing I've come off camera. I've got no one to tell me I've gone off camera. There we go. Now with this tree it's going to be a bit tricky. There's this little bit here you can put a bit of glue on, and then I'm going to dab a little very carefully here. What'll happen is the wolf, when you put it on, will help you anchor it a bit better. And I feel the wolf needs to go on with foam pads. Look at me breaking into a brand new sheet. Whoop. Do you all feel a bit like it's a special occasion? Usually I'm using the last little bits, these little side bits here. Being frugal as well, just using 3. There you go, little guy, you can go there. And now let's have a bit of a think about how I want these to be arranged. You could even do that. Feel like it wants to be up here. Let's get this birthday glued down. Oh, just lost a bit of glue there. Now as you can see, I've got a little bit too much glue on this one. What I'm going to do is rescue it with a little bit of card so it doesn't go over the edge, and put it on the next thing that's about to be glued, which is my little wishes. Just so you don't get that bit where it goes all the way over the edge. You can see it's still going to ooze a bit. I'm going to scrape a bit close to the edge. This is just the way I fix it. You might do it differently. Still, even with a Tombow, you've got a bit of a chance at sending birthday. Feel like it should be on a slope. And then I've included a few gems in here. I think I did 4 gems. I'm going to use the darker ones though for mine. I think I've just done 4 of these. I tend to go for 3. I'm just going to put it round. I like that's needed there. There we go. So that's the blue one with more of a brown in there. So let me quickly show you the other version. Now, make sure that's glued down. Bit of dimension there. Coming in again. So I'm going to use the lighter section of the trees now. There we go. 13.8. by 9.5 centimeters. Hopefully I'll do this in half an hour. Ooh, 9 minutes to go, or is it 8 minutes? See how fast I can fussy cut. Already done the stamping, so I might have gotten away with, might save myself a few minutes there. So see, I think I have used this sheet for a Christmas card. I think the snowy feeling's fine to go with our wolves and nature thing, because it is a wildlife wonder, isn't it? Yeah, just gonna have a quick look. Right, let's do a bit of wrapping. One, 2, 3. Sure it's nice and tight. Get time. Ribbon scissors, ribbon scissors. There we go. Yeah, I like my 3s. You can get away with 2 though, don't worry about it. I know a lot of people like to be frugal. So we go again with a bit of fussy cutting. Show us a bit straight. Oh, fussy cutting with my ribbon scissors. Oh no. Don't have anyone telling me off while I do this. I'm liking pre-recording videos though. What I don't edit it, to be honest. Sometimes I just rotate it around because I'm usually doing it the wrong way. And yeah, it's done and I can just chill out and relax and just watch the video or a craft along with you guys. Sometimes I'm not here because this will be a good option for the school holidays, wouldn't it? I don't know if I'd be able to film all 6 in a row for the August holidays. Bit of fussy cutting around the sentiments. I'm going to do separate into 2 bits think the fox does take quite a bit of length off the card. So now you could just instead of going the whole "you mean so much to me," you could have "you mean so much" and then put the "to me" in the card. Sorry, in the inside of the card, that's what I meant. Quite like it like that. Let me put my glue down. I feel that's a good place for that ribbon to go. So I'm just going to glue down now. A little bit of extra glue close to the ribbon so you got a bit more reinforcing there. Smooth like a bit of an errant bit with my prune folder. And once again the tree goes down. Put a big bit there, and I'm going to put a few extra bits here, just on the bits that have got a bit more depth to them. Smooth it down with my trying to take the glue off bit of card. Do you like my technical terms here? There's always a spare bit of card, isn't there? And I'm going to stick it, I might just stick it under there so it's not as elevated. Press it down a bit. Wolf can go on. Oh, 28 minutes to go. Oh, sorry, I'm on 28 minutes, that's what I mean. I'm on 28 minutes. There's my wolf. Oh, I realise he's a bit lopsided. Let's give him a bit of a rougher feel. You mean so much. Still have to make it sort of look a bit straightish. I'm going to edge it a bit closer to the wolf just there. And huzzah, I've done it. So that's the black version, that's the brown version. Oh, I forgot to put my gems on, hang on. 30 seconds to go, let's do it. Yeah, put these randomly anywhere. I think I'm going to put that on the other side of the tree. One there. That's my little blue version. And that's the brown version. So yeah, thank you for joining me for week 3 of my Wildlife Wonder Coffee and Card, and I'll see you next week at 9:15 for week 4. Bye.